We have another replay of Mr. Spaghetti versus Drago. Drago taking a very interesting build. Savage Orc Shaman. Neat. Don't see a lot of him since he was added to the game. So Greenskin's trying to make him work. Then we have 4 Goblin Bolt Throwers, 2 Giants, and a bunch of Goblin Infantry, including 5 Nasty Skulkers. And the Nasty Skulkers are going for a bit of a Commando Vanguard. It's a very interesting Greenskin build. Definitely caught my eye. Goblins of spears, yada yada, and then 4 Goblin Bolt Throwers. Yes, and 1 is way off on his own. We have 1 Forest Goblin Spider Rider Archer, and the Savage Orc Great Shaman just has Gaze of Mork. Your side for the Tomb Kings, Ark in the Black with Spirit Leech, Fate of Una, and his Skeleton Summon. Skeleton Warriors and Spearmen across the front line. 5 Archers, 4 Archers, one of which is the Blessed Legion of Flach. Then we have 2 Screaming Skull Catapults, Chosen of the Gods of Shattered Great Bow ROR, Sporkle Stalker ROR, the Eyes of the Desert, and then 2 Skeleton Horsemen, 2 Skeleton Horse Archers. It's a very wide Tomb Kings build. Goblin Bolt Throwers, trying to punish Ark in the Black. As he retreats, I expect to see a volley pretty soon. A little inaccurate, lads, a little inaccurate, but they're trying their best. So, Skeleton Horseman moving up. We do have 1 Goblin Bolt Thrower off in the distance with Goblin Spears, trying to have like a secondary artillery platform and maybe divide the undead. I don't know. It's an interesting formation. I don't know if it's actually worth doing. So we can see the skeletons look like they're just going to charge these goblins and try and knock them off their bolt throws anyway. Some skirmish cav fires also punishing them a little bit. Goblin Spears standing right on top of the crews to make sure they're nice and safe. Meanwhile, the Greenskins are fine to just play this artillery duel out while sneakily 5 Nasty Skulkers are approaching the back lines of the undead. Now, someone is doing a lot of damage to the Savage Orc Great Shaman. It looks like it is the Chosen of the Gods of Shopti Great Bows. Meanwhile, Skeleton Horsemen put their bronze shields up and they're going to charge these Spider Riders. Spider Rider 78 speed versus 65 of the Poisoned Horsemen. They should be able to get away, but charge speed is a hell of a drug, so I don't know what'll really happen on Skeleton Horsemen. Looks like they're going to route off and get a rear charge on the Goblin Bolt Throwers, knock them around a little bit, just be a nuisance while 2 Skeleton Horse Archers continue to fire in. Now, the Greenskins have decided that their Screaming Skull Catapults can't outduel 4 Goblin Bolt Throwers. They're starting to move up into melee, and this is exactly what the Greenskins want, as we have some sneaky, nasty Skulkers creeping around. I hate nasty Skulkers. I think they're terrible. 25 melee attack, really good armor-piercing stuff, and they have Opportunistic Murderer, but I feel like their stats, they're one of those units that their stats don't tell the full story, where their stats look fine and they just don't do any damage ever. 1 Goblin Bolt Thrower is offline as the Skeleton Horsemen did their jobs. Look like they're trying to fall back to safety now, and the Nasty Skulkers have been noticed. They're going to throw their armor-piercing little knives at these Eyes of the Desert and hunt down the Archers, hunt down the Screaming Skull Catapult crews. So it's a pretty bad time to be a Tomb Kings ranged unit. I just want to watch these guys charge. Yeah, Skulkers! Go, Skulkers, go! Skulk! Skulkers! We can see they got a rear charge on these Skeleton Archers, and they're not, like, shredding them. They're just kind of doing okay. Look at this damage! This damage is pitiful! You got a rear charge on them! Come on, they're Archers! Yes, I know they're killing them, but they're not killing them fast. This one's gonna rout! At full HP, he's fighting a Catapult crew, and he's gonna rout! I hate you, Nasty Skulkers. I hate you so much, you worthless peons of goblins. Skeleton Horsemen doing very well against that side area, and this one did rout. Now, to be fair, they did a really good job versus the Eyes of the Desert, so solid stuff there. Great, good for you. But the fact that they're thinking about routing from just fighting Archers is wild to me. Anyway, I didn't look at the Greenskin lines for quite a while. We still have 3 Goblin Bolt Throwers all trying to shoot Ark in the Black, who is just retreating. He's largely fine. That inaccuracy of those Bolt Throwers is really hurting them quite a lot. The Skeleton front line is fighting 2 Giants, not going very well for them. Chosen the Gods are shooting something. Looks like they're trying to pincushion this Giant. He is tall enough that maybe their spread arrows can get a lot of damage onto him, but I think his HP pool is maybe a little too large. The Chosen Gods do what they need to. Nasty Skulkers still trying to kill the Archers back here. They did kill the Scream Skull Catapult crews. They did kill some of the Archers. These other ones are thinking about routing, and a Shopti summon in the middle is going to disrupt them. Nasty Skulkers should be getting routed very, very soon under those conditions, as the Sporkle Stalkers also try and get rid of them. Arkin is back. Bounce power is very bad for the Tomb Kings right now, and they have a new Shopty summon out, so that's not promising. But maybe the shoe can be put on the other foot if you can shut down these bolt throwers by just getting some cheap skeletons onto them. Push them away while they still have ammo. You could get a bit of balance of power back. Arkin still dodging as best he can. Uses a Fate of Buna on Nasty Skulkers. That's gotta feel bad. I understand why he did it. This build has nothing for him to Fate of Buna, but still, you don't like using Fate of Buna on a Goblin unit. Goblin's leadership has rallied a little bit. They're doing better than they were. Still, this specific one that I'm hovering my mouse over, I feel like he's had leadership issues this whole game. Like when he was fighting the Screaming Skull catapults, but there was Blessed Legion of Fakah behind him. He was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. If I can take a catapult crew, I might die, bro. So, I don't know why he's such a coward. As the Giants team up and stomp on skeletons, they're not particularly worried. The Sepulchral Stalkers that could do a lot of damage to them are busy elsewhere and have already lost a lot of HP. So, they're not too worried about a late game with Sepulchral Stalkers take them out. The Ushopti Great Bows have used a lot of ammunition, not done that much to them. So, the Giants are feeling pretty invincible right now. Skeleton Horse Archers are still trying to knock these bolt throwers offline. Bolt throwers, to their credit, haven't done that much damage. As much as I poo-poo on them, really this has been the Nasty Skulker show. The Nasty Skulker flank was amazing, and it got a lot of value out for the Greenskins. So Nasty Skulkers are winning this game. Not as much the Bolt Throwers. Bolt Throwers are just kind of a weird distraction piece. As Arkin is still alive after 3 or 4 Bolt Throwers have been trying to hit him all game. And he's been dodging here and there, but he hasn't been dodging that much. You can't fully say, like, it's Bolt Throwers that have killed him off. Savadark Grave Shaman has also did fine. I wonder where his Gaze of Morks have been going. Tomb King's still trying to get something going. We still have archers in the backfield fighting against Nasty Skulkers, who now with their low HP, I don't know how long they'll want to stay in the fight. Sepulchral Stalkers move up. They're going to get a couple shots on some goblins. Chosen Gods can get some shots on some goblins, but that's really all you have to shoot at besides the giant and the Giants, the Savage Orc Great Shaman. Everything else is just a goblin, so not a great use of the Tomb King's limited ammunition. All their stuff is really good at killing elite units. Bone Giants, Ushopti Great Bow ROR, Sepulchral Stalkers, Sepulchral Stalker ROR. All these things are amazing at killing something very expensive. They're not great at slicing through chaff effectively. Gaze of Mork is out, hits Arkin, does a little bit extra damage. And the Spirit Leech plus the Overcast of the Gaze of Mork actually has done a lot of damage to this guy. So Savage Orc Great Shaman's a little afeared. But the bounce power is abysmally low, and the Greenskins just have so much crap left. I mean, Nasty Skulkers killing Skeleton Archers. There's army losses as 2 Giants continue to stomp through skeletons. That's a good sneaky win for the Greenskins. I tend to cast really close games that come down to the wire. This game wasn't that close, but I thought the tactics used were interesting enough that I've decided to cast anyway. But now that it's over, I can drop the act and just be like, yeah, it was a pretty one-sided game. Really cool Nasty Skulker flank. Most Nasty Skulkers either paying for themselves or getting really high value. Giants didn't have as much to do, but they were there in case of Tomb King's cats. One of the Bolt Throwers did fine. The other ones, not as much. For Ted Spaghetti, Arkin did fine. Tomb Guard did okay. Skeleton Warriors didn't do as great. Archers got run down by Nasty Skulkers, which is a little spooky. Skirmish Cav did well. That's about it. G's.
Subscribe, yes.